5 golden rules in sex for every woman. Today we'll talk about this with you. The topic is very spicy, interesting, in some places pleasant, and in others not so. And let every woman who watches this video think and analyze whether these rules are present in my life. If not, then you will do everything possible to fix it.
Because this can really open up the sexual sphere of your relationship with your man from a completely different perspective. And so, first, learn to talk about sex with your man.
It's surprising but true. Most people, for some reason, don't talk about sex, citing the fact that we're already adults, so why talk about it? We need to do it. But if we're talking about something pleasant enough for two partners, that is, about intimacy, then we should definitely define what's important to us. What is more interesting to us? What is more pleasant? What excites us? What alarms us? What repels us? So when a woman tells her man
what turns her on about her preferences, how she feels more desirable, then the man begins to act not blindly, but understanding what his woman likes.
Basically, a man can say the same thing so that he too will enjoy intimacy with you. That is, before moving on to sex, talk about it. It really helps when people, for example, discuss some, perhaps even hidden, taboo topics, share their fantasies, share their, perhaps even fears and concerns. That is, they share things that cannot be shared with other people. Here, of course, many of you can say that you have already tried to talk about some intimate things with your man, but your man didn't support you in this dialogue, and yes, there really is such a category of men who, unfortunately, were raised this way. And they went through the stages of psychosexual development with some specific damage to their psyche. For them, many things border on immorality and insanity. Even if this concerns only the two of you, they can compare this to some kind of prostitution, debauchery. They can call their woman a whore, like, what are you even saying, and so on. But that's a whole other story. In any case, you need to learn to talk to your man about sex before you go out and have it. The second golden rule for absolutely every woman: have sex with a man only when you really want it. Remember this once and for all: a woman should go to bed with a man only when she really feels desire. Not because she does it as a favor, not because it's her marital duty, not because she goes to bed with a man so that he won't get offended or angry. No. I'll explain to you why. When you start to deceive yourself and go to bed with a man at a time when you yourself do not want it, sooner or later, your psyche, your body, and your entire organism, right down to your vagina, will reject, repress, and deny the very concept of intimacy with your man. In this state, a woman is not far from psychogenic frigidity, because it will be constant stress for your body to have intimacy with a man without desire. And here's an important point: if you refuse your man intimacy, don't do it too abruptly, do it softly and very diplomatically, in a feminine, sexy way. Yes, I always want only you. I think about you, but today I'm in this mood. I would just like to lie in your arms. And you must understand that you women are amazingly made. And even at the moment when you say, I don't want to, if the man acts accordingly, that is, if he doesn't immediately start to get offended like a little boy, if he doesn't run into another room slamming the door, doesn't freak out, but on the contrary, hugs you, presses you to himself, but doesn't get into your erogenous zones. At such moments, you may suddenly feel the urge to have sex, so it would be very correct and wise if you gently inform the man that you are not yet ready. But at the same time, you won't stop him from hugging you, kissing you, just being close to you, holding your hand. That is, this is an absolutely normal story. Next, the third golden rule: don't fake pleasure in sex. That is, don't show a man that you're happy when you're not happy, when you're experiencing any discomfort. When a man does something that hurts you, when he moves incorrectly, when he touches you incorrectly, then your task is to inform the man of this. Again, there is no need to flinch, no. Gently and tactfully, but explain to the man that this isn't very pleasant for you. I prefer it when you do it this way. What's the danger in simulating a woman's pleasure? Indeed, millions of women are faced with the fact that they cannot experience an orgasm, they cannot do it. Naturally, it is a very pleasant state when a woman orgasms. But there are women who don't know how to do this, they just can't do it, and of course they have to pretend that everything seems fine, but what's the danger? Naturally, during intimacy, we exchange touches and kisses and feel the scent of our partner's body. But besides all this, we also exchange energy. And this wave of energy that goes off the charts during sexual intimacy, the growing arousal, it very often unites people when you feel each other in a single fusion during orgasm. And when a woman fakes pleasure, it doesn't happen. And sooner or later, sexual intimacy will become mundane, dry, bland, and uninteresting for you. So when you lie to yourself, when you lie to your partner, you only cause harm. And many women are afraid to tell a man about this. And they are afraid for two reasons. First of all, a woman is afraid to hear that the problem is in her, but let's not say that a woman who doesn't orgasm is some kind of defective woman, no. These issues are very easily resolved with modern psychotherapy, sexopathology, if only the woman and the man who wants to support her had the desire. And secondly, a woman is afraid to tell a man about this, lest she offend him, lest he feel inferior. Naturally, in both situations, you cause exceptional harm. That is, if you think that this will maintain a comfortable relationship here and now, then in the future this will work against you and problems will indeed arise. times, up to and including a breakup. Because a man isn't an idiot, he feels and understands everything perfectly when you have sex with him in a state where you don't want it, and you even simulate pleasure. And of course, there is a difference when a woman is truly enjoying herself with a man and truly making love when she wants to, or when a woman agrees to it, just like that. And here's a very important point. Your whole body reacts to this, absolutely everything, so don't fool yourself. I repeat once again, there's no need to imitate pleasure. If you realize you're facing this problem of not enjoying intimacy with a man and not being able to orgasm, then of course you need to address this issue. The fourth golden rule, don't try to surprise your man in bed. And this is another mistake a huge number of women make, and unfortunately, many of you think that. If a woman squirms, actively changes positions, repeats the script of a man's favorite pornographic film, and screams pretending to be in ecstasy so all the neighbors can hear. If you think that a man will be captivated by such actions, then you are very much mistaken. A man is captivated by intimacy with a woman when he sees her pleasure. Therefore, the task of every woman is not to try to surprise a man, but to try to enjoy the moment and enjoy her feelings. I'll give you a very simple example. When a man sees a woman enjoying herself intimately with him, he perceives this as a product of his own making. That is, she is so passionate and twists this way because I am like that. And the picture is completely opposite. When a woman switches her attention to surprising a man, she is not in the moment, she is thinking about how best to please the man. It's clear that sexual intimacy involves the interests of both partners, but you shouldn't forget that your desire to surprise a man will lead to nothing good. And the fifth rule that every woman should remember is that you must constantly develop your sexual energy, and when we talk about sexual energy, I do not mean under any circumstances. A woman's promiscuity or revealing clothing or certain words, phrases, and gestures, no, because when we talk about sexual energy and sex, we must understand that these are two completely different things. A woman can be beautiful, she can visually arouse a man's desire to have sex with her. But when this happens, after a while the man very quickly loses interest in her. Why? Because sexual energy unites all the above points that we discussed today. That is, a woman with manifested sexual energy. She knows how to enjoy herself, she orgasms, she has sex with a man only when she really wants it. She's not afraid to talk to a man about sex, she's so in touch and at peace with herself that even when she refuses a man intimacy, he doesn't perceive it as some kind of rejection, because he always feels her sexual energy. But if we talk about sexual energy from a scientific point of view, what do I mean now and what is it about? A woman's sexual energy can be expressed in the following cases: when she has everything in order with the boundaries of personal space and she is not stressed. Because under stress, your nervous system is active, especially the sympathetic division, and, in general, your reproductive system and your sexual energy. They are undersupplied with vital energy resources. This is a scientifically proven fact. That is, to put it simply, in times of stress, the body determines which organs and systems are currently using the most energy but aren't involved in saving life during stress. How does your reproductive system contribute to saving life? She doesn't participate in any way, which means the body cuts off her nutrition, the digestive system somehow saves you, no, then cut off the nutrition too, and so on down the chain. So let's sum things up and recap the 5 rules once more. First, learn to talk to a man about your sex life. Second, have sex with a man only when you truly want to. Rule number 3, never fake pleasure if you aren't truly experiencing it during intimacy. Rule number 4, don't try to surprise your man in bed. Focus all your attention on the pleasure you are experiencing. And the 5th rule, cultivate your sexual energy. Develop your sexual intelligence. This is very important. Because a woman who cultivates her sexual energy is intriguing, let me give you a simple example. 2 women go on a date. One of them has a palpable sexual energy. She is full of vital energy, whereas the other girl has unmanifested sexual energy and possesses no vital energy whatsoever. They arrive for a date with a man. And at some point, the man hints at intimacy. Having been rejected, the man sitting opposite the woman, radiating sexual energy, will never go anywhere or leave her side. Do you know why? For a reason he himself cannot explain. He will stay in a relationship with such a woman until she is ready for sexual intimacy. Because he doesn't necessarily have to have sex with her to feel her feminine energy. Whereas in the second scenario, the situation is reversed if the girl says she isn't ready yet. And on top of that, she has 0 sexual energy, she doesn't radiate feminine energy or vital energy. A man will never interact with her again.